Hey everyone, it's Design Chickee here, and I am on the hunt for wallpaper. Ever wonder what's in a designer's car? There's always a sample of tile, or two, or three under all of this, I'm sure. There's some fabric samples, some wallpaper samples, some paint. There's a moving blanket, always handy to have. And who knows what else is under here. Okay, so we're back in the studio, and here are all the wallpaper samples that I picked up today. Okay, here is a beautiful wallpaper. Beautiful floral, lots of great colors in there. It's always nice to have a wallpaper with lots of colors in it so that you can pick your color palette from it. Okay, so here's another one. This is beautiful as well. This is from Designers Guild, and it's got sort of a pale gray background, and then the drawings are actually just line drawings, and it's got these little critters, little dragonflies that are colored in. They're pretty monochromatic. And then there's this option, similar, but this one has a white background. So I love having an accent wall of wallpaper, and so in this case I would try to match the other walls around that accent wall to the same background color. So in this case it would be white. Okay, so this is one of the reasons why large wallpaper samples are really good. This one is really small, and unfortunately you can't see the whole pattern. The good thing is that they do have the size of the repeat on the back, so that's what the pattern looks like, and that's what gets repeated. But unfortunately my little sample is really small. But I love the colors in this one. Beautiful. And one of the things that you have to think about is when you're using wallpaper, what kind of flooring is going on it. So if you're doing like a pattern tile, then it really does kind of compete with the wallpaper. So in that case, I like to use something a little bit more solid. This one is actually a marble, but I think that works a little bit better. It doesn't compete with each other. Okay, here's another beautiful wallpaper, but the problem that I have with this particular sample, although it's a little bit larger than some of my smaller samples, it still doesn't capture the whole repeat of the wallpaper, because in this particular pattern, there are some little elements in coral, and those are just out of frame, let's say. So it's kind of hard to show a client when you don't have a nice large piece. Okay, one of my favorite brands is Hygge&West. I'll just show you the logo there. And they just have some beautiful patterns, but what I love most about their wallpaper is the colors. Like, look how beautiful. A little bit of that gold in there, which is really nice for some sparkle. This is another one. A little bit more vintage. I love that color. Like, look at that blue. And that orange. And coral. And this one too has a little bit of a copper element to it. And here's one more. This is in that same pattern as that first one, but again, look at that color. Just really deep, rich color. So my client is actually looking for a floral wallpaper or some kind of pattern that is whimsical,
So obviously those are the ones that we picked up today, but the great thing about wallpaper is that there are so many options out there. You can do geometric, you can do stripes, you can do florals, you can do a combination, or you can even do solid colors like a great grass cloth, maybe that you just want some texture. So there's a wallpaper for you. So I won't be showing all of these samples to my client. I never do. I pull as many as I can, some that may or may not work. Sometimes I feel like they work, but then there's other elements in the room that come together better and they don't work in the end, so those things get thrown out. The idea is that I'm narrowing down their options. When they go out shopping, they get overwhelmed. That's why they hire me. So part of my job is to narrow it down so that they only have 2 or 3 options to look at and to make their decision. When you're dealing with wallpaper, there's a lot of factors. First of all, the scale of the wallpaper, the pattern itself, what type of pattern, the colors, obviously, the texture that it adds to the space. There have been times when clients feel like the wallpaper, once it's up on the walls, it's a little bit busier than they're expecting. It wasn't that they were disliking it, but they weren't expecting it exactly. When you're looking for wallpaper, make sure you can get a sample, as large a sample as you can get. Even if you have to pay for the sample, it's worth it. You want to know exactly what's in that wallpaper, what that pattern looks like. You don't want any surprises once it's up on the wall. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please hit that like button. Leave a comment in the section below because I love getting your feedback. And if you haven't subscribed already, please subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss the next video. Thanks for watching, everybody, and I'll see you next time.